With temperatures almost in the 60s for the rest of the week, sure feels like spring is here, but the spring equinox says something different. Audrielle Tackett joins us now with a look at this false spring. Audrielle.
Yeah, Justin, you're spot on. It's the middle of winter, but your yard may not know it. Northwestern cities have trended warmer and drier than normal this season, and nature is responding. False spring is tricking the landscape into behaving like winter is over, leaving the land vulnerable.
It really has a lot to do with temperature.
Each spring, plants wake up on cue because of warming temperatures and more daylight. But this year, it's happening earlier than usual.
The plant gets excited about springtime and starts to then put energy into producing flowers, growing their buds.
Colin Lyman is an expert in horticulture. He says the risk comes when a premature green-up is followed by another freeze.
It could freeze that flower off, and then we could not see as many blooms on our trees or shrubs as we normally would if we didn't have a false spring throughout the winter.
Petals can die, fruit production could be lost for the season, or entire plants can be damaged. That same pattern is playing out across winter feeding ground and native habitat.
If you're looking up at the foothills and you're seeing like a green hue to it right now, it's probably going to be that cheatgrass that most people are noticing. Good in the short term, bad in the long term.
In the short term, invasive plants like cheatgrass that thrive in these conditions can give wintering wildlife something to eat. But over time, it degrades the habitat they depend on.
Once those ground temperatures start to approach 50 degrees, we start to see our invasives tend to take off and get more of a foothold over our native species.
Native plants are built to withstand occasional freeze-thaw cycles. But if a hard freeze hits after flowering begins, it can damage blossoms, reduce berry production, and limit food sources for pollinators.
Additionally, the roots are just growing at a period when our native plants aren't growing, so they are getting a head start.
And when one species dominates, the habitat loses the diversity that wildlife need to survive.
Cheatgrass does have nutritional content, but the issue with it is that it really only has it when it's between 0 and 3 inches. After that, it's pretty much useless to wildlife.
For now, cheatgrass has given wintering animals a short-term nutritional bump.
Back in January, we actually found that some of them were significantly heavier than they were last year.
What happens next depends on whether spring moisture can sustain native forage through the year, and whether false spring conditions keep giving invasive species the upper hand.
Under the soil, it's a battle for resources.
For Environment Northwest, Audrielle Tackett, Idaho's News Channel 7.